the mom of the student who has the ability or who might be going to Wisconsin High School. So what are you guys going to do right now? We are going to make up a hook together as a class. But we need to agree on what type of hook we want to use. I already used the quote, so we're definitely not going to use the quote.
Figurative language.
Okay, I hear figurative language. What type of figurative language do you want to use? Okay, so how can we start off? Let me back up for a second because I want us to understand when we use figurative language in writing as a hook, the type of figurative language that you usually use is onomatopoeia. That sound, boom, bam, like that. So as a class we have to agree. Do we want to use figurative language?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so then let's come up with the quote together. What I'm going to do is give you guys 60 seconds to come up with your own hook individually. And then I am going to call on one student randomly, and we are going to go with that student's hook, and we may have to just change it up a little bit. So I'm going to give you guys 60 seconds right now. We're on our blank page, because we're starting off with our outline. So the first thing we need to come up with is a hook. And we decided as a class to use onomatopoeia. So right now there should be absolutely no talking because as your own individual, you're coming up with your own hook to go on our outline. So you have 60 seconds and the time starts now to come up with your own hook using onomatopoeia. Sound effects. I should see if Prince is moving.
Is this still part of opening routine?
No. We don't hold you, honey. Right now you should be coming up with your own hook. And as a concept that we're using onomatopoeia, figurative language. I should only see a hook that deals with our topic. $15 seconds. All right. So, Jalita, can you read for us your hook that you came up with?
With the car of a dad attendant enters the driveway of his son's school to argue with the principal about the score his son's plays.
Okay, say that for me one more time.
With the car of a dad turning into the driveway of his son's school to argue with the principal about the sport his son plays.
Okay, she used the word the sound effect. So that's the one we're gonna go with. I like that one. Alright. So here we go. On our paper. Alright, so we're working with introduction. This is how your outline should look. Alright? Miss Grant write really ugly on the board, sorry. So A. Our hook, and what do we use? Figurative language.
Yeah.
And we're going with Julia's. Goes the sound of a car The sound of a father's car, I believe. Car as he enters the driveway of his son's school. Right, Julia?
Yes, ma'am.
To argue
With the principal.
about the sports his son plays, right?
Yes, you both got that twice.
I did? Oh, sorry, thank you. That's why 2 iron are always better than 1. With the principal, we're going to say administration. To argue with the administration team about the sports his son plays. And I'm going to read it to you because I wrote this kind of small towards the end. About the sports his son plays. Alright, so I'm going to read it to you guys. I'm going to make it a little hard for you guys to see it. So you have the I up top, you have introduction, A for hook. And it says, goes the sound of a father's car as he enters the driveway of his son's school to argue with the administration team about the sports his son plays. Okay, I'm going to read it again. It says, E-R-R-K, goes the sound of a father's car as he enters the driveway of his son's school to argue with the administration team about the sports his son plays. So one more time. Goes the sound of a father's car as he enters the driveway of his son's school to argue with the administration team about the sports his son plays. Are we all together there? Yes or no? Yes. What part of the introductory paragraph did we just complete on our outline?
The hook.
The hook. Okay? Say I when you're finished.
Aye.
Okay.
No, man, no.
Okay.
Aye.
Okay. I'm not going to move it 10 seconds up. Let's go. Okay? So, what is the next step on our outline? Can someone tell me looking at their paper?
Paragraph.
No, we're still on our outline.
Oh, the set the scene.
Okay, B, set the scene. So we have introduction. We did our hook already. And now we have to do setting the scene. Oh, going back to your... No, because you already have it on in front of you. Going back to our opening routine. Okay. Going back to our opening routine. The setting the scene on your outline is the same thing as introduction to the topic. So the way you set the scene of your introductory paragraph is introducing the topic to your readers. I repeat that. The way you guys set the scene in your introductory paragraph is by introducing the what? Topic to your readers. We are not going to assume that your reader has already read the topic. No. So we're going to make the sound conclusion that we are going to introduce the topic to our readers. So, can someone again read our argumentative prompt topic for first. What is our prompt telling us to do? What is it about? Rosemary?
Write an argumentative essay in which you make a claim about whether or not a high school sports programs are beneficial to students.
Very good. So guess what? We have to let our reader know that our prompt is based on whether or not sports are beneficial or not beneficial for students. But we already said that we are going to say that sports are not beneficial for students. So how can we, going off of Julia's hook, introduce our topic to our readers? So of course, Ms. Grant modeled for you a way of setting the scene or introducing a topic. So here it goes. Okay, it says, the idea of not having sports has raised many eyebrows of many parents throughout the state, which has caused parents to have a meeting with district personnel. Where did I sort of kind of get that information from? Did I get it from the source or did I get it from the prompt?
From the prompt.
How do you know I got it from the prompt?
Because it says that a group of parents and teachers in your school have made meetings with school board to decide whether or not high school sports programs are beneficial for students.
Very good. So guys, like I told you before, your prompt is going to have the same exact setup. So when it comes time for you to introduce your prompt or your topic to your reader, all you have to do is basically rephrase that very first line. You're telling them what your prompt is about. So, my example said that the idea of not having sports have raised the eyebrows of parents that caused them to have meetings with district personnel. As a group, we need to set our scene. So, how can we set our scene? What should we put after our prompt? How can we let our readers know what our prompt is about without repeating the same thing I just said? So can we come up with some ideas of how can we set the scene? Can we just basically write what the prompt says over again? No. But we can do what with that? What can we do to make it our own? Put it in our own words. Paraphrase it. So, let's go. How can we paraphrase this? Let's think about it. In the United States, what's really important to us?
Money.
Sports, right? You can say money, but most people make their money off doing what? Sports. Basketball, football, hockey, right? So, how can we say something that is going to introduce our reader to our topic? When thinking about sports, you guys watch sports more than I do, right? So, can we not say that? Very good, because sports, don't write anything, is important